Okay, now I'm going to compare the models that I have. And I have here sales, a function of advertising and price difference. Sales is a function of advertising and shelf location, of price difference and shelf location, and then all three in the model. You could just type all of those in from the models that I've already presented in the other videos. In this particular case, I'm going to use an R notebook and a couple of packages, the sjmisc and the sjPlot packages. Now I called it model 6 through 9 here. This is part of another document, but matching up with ours, it'll be 4, 5, 6, and 7. The models here. And again, you could just type those in, but if you use these packages, R notebook and knit to HTML, it'll make the table for you. And if you wanted to put that in a Word document or something, you would just highlight the whole thing and right click and copy and then just paste that in. I recommend that you do that in landscape rather than portrait if you do that. And then you can adjust the columns and all that to your pleasure. But anyway, I'm going to look down at the R squareds, and you can see that the last two are quite a bit higher than either of the others. So I'm going to come down to what in my other videos is Model 6 and Model 7, where Model 6 includes price difference and the shelf location, and Model 7 includes those plus advertising. Now, for two reasons, I'm actually going to choose the last one here, the Model 7. If you can limit the number of variables, you can, by principle of parsimony, you might want to have fewer variables, but the R squared does go up by about 0.08. And in addition to that, just my thinking, my theory would say that advertising is something I can control as a company. In this case, it's just local advertising, but it's something that I have control over. It's something that I think theoretically has an impact on sales. Therefore, I'm going to leave it in the model, and so the model that I'm going to use for the rest of my analysis is going to be what in my other videos is Model 7. It's the model that includes advertising, price difference, and shelf location. I'll note also that of course, all the models are significant. In every model, all the predictors are significant. You can see the p-values are all 0, and then this SJ stuff here, his models includes confidence intervals for each coefficient, which that is pretty nice, I think. And then you can also include, I can't pronounce the guy's name, it's AKAIKE, information criterion, and the lower the better on that, and you can see that we have the lowest on our final model there. So that is the model that I'll be using for the videos where I test assumptions and so on.